Good morning. Welcome to Unity Longmont Spiritual Center on June 12th, 2022. We are blessed to have Rev Dan Kendrick as our speaker and to lead us in meditation, and Christina Hildebrandt and her harp, Hester. And we will start with Hester and Christina.
In that order. Abide with me, fast falls the eventide. The darkness deepens, Lord, with me abide. When other helpers fail and comforts flee, help of the helpless, oh, abide with me. Swift to its close, ebbs out life's little day. Earth's joys grow dim, its glories pass away. Change and decay in all around I see. O thou that changest not, abide with me.
Thank you, Christina. It's at this time that we go into prayer, and I have found a prayer that is purportedly translated directly from Aramaic to English. I haven't been able to verify that. However, it's beautiful. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment as all is gathered and made whole once again. And so it is. We will have music again. Thank you, Christina. So let us open our hearts and our minds to Reverend Dan Kendrick, who brings us peace and stillness from the light.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good to be here with you. And I think always a good starting place would be to just ask for the assistance of the light that it's already present. And I think it's already been asked for, but I found out you can't ask enough. It's like that's always, as I see it, a good option. So Father, Mother, God, just now, we ask for your loving presence. We call ourselves forward into the awareness of your loving presence. We open to receive you as you are receiving us, each one of us. We set aside this time to be with you. We ask that you work with each one of us to bring forward for us, manifest for us, whatever is needed at this time, whatever would be for our highest good. We ask a special blessing on each person here, special blessing on Unity of Longmont and its ministry to this community and to the world. We're very grateful to be a part, to be here today, to be present with you. And for this, we give our thanks. So, one of the groups I worked with recently, our subject or possible theme was seeing and recognizing my inner beauty. Seeing and recognizing my inner beauty. And I noticed at the beginning, bringing up the subject, there was some resistance started showing up. And it was it's an interesting thing, not that I didn't understand that. I am in touch with that part of me that resists. And it's really the part of me that doesn't understand, that resists. You would think as a subject like inner beauty and recognizing my inner beauty would be glory, hallelujah, praise the Lord type, let's do it. And sometimes that is a response, and sometimes that isn't the response. And after our meeting, I went for a hike yesterday, and I was reminded of the man of La Mancha, Don Quixote, and his love affair with Dulcinea, who was, Dulcinea was not her given name. I don't know if you read, I don't know how many of you have seen The Man of La Mancha, either the movie or play. Anybody? I highly recommend it. But the scene, they're in a tavern and he's traveling with his sidekick, Sancho, I think it's Sancho. And there's a woman there. They're having dinner and he's struck by her. And it's a what version I saw was a musical. And Aldonza is her name. She was basically a prostitute. And she worked in the inn doing prostitute things and also cleaning lady. And she's there singing as Don Quixote's watching her. And I'll just give you a little flavor of the place she was in at the time. She says, "Oh, I have seen too many beds, but I have known too little rest. And I've loved too many men with hatred burning in my breast. I do not like the life I live, but I am me. I am Aldonza." So Don Quixote, this is kind of his introduction to her. And I'd like to just read you a little bit of their interaction, the first interaction they have, and this is Don Quixote. He says, "I dare not gaze full upon thy countenance, lest I be blinded by beauty. But I implore thee, speak once thy name." And she says, Aldonza, which is her name. And Don Quixote says, "My lady, jest." And Aldonza comes back, "Aldonza." And Don Quixote says, "The name of a kitchen scullion? Or perhaps my lady's serving maid?" And Aldonza says, "I told you my name, now get out of my way." And then Don Quixote says, "Did my lady think to put me to a test? Ah, sweet sovereign of my captive heart, I shall not fail thee. For I know," give me a minute to scroll up here. "For I know," and then he goes into song, "I have dreamed thee too long, never seen thee or touched thee, but known thee with all of my heart. Half a prayer, half a song, thou hast always been with me. though we have been always apart. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, this is the name he gives her. I see heaven when I see thee, Dulcinea. And thy name is like a prayer. An angel whispers, Dulcinea, Dulcinea. If I reach out to thee, do not tremble and shrink, for the touch of my hand on thy hair. Let my fingers but see thou art warm and alive, and no phantom to fade in the air. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, I have sought thee, sung thee, dreamed thee, Dulcinea. Now I've found thee, and the world shall know thy glory, Dulcinea. It's to be noted, and I won't say too much if you haven't seen Men of La Mancha, but Don Quixote's family did have concerns that he might be a little crazy. And isn't it interesting that things the world would call crazy quite often are those things that are divine? So I would say this is a wonderful depiction of the divine love affair. Where spirit comes to us where we are. Maybe we're not in a tavern living the life of a prostitute. Maybe we're in a corporation living the life of a prostitute. Or other. Quite often, wherever we find ourselves, and a lot of times that's in a place and can be in a place of great negativity. But that negativity can be the motivating factor that moves us, that opens us to that time when that great lover enters our life and sings that song and renames us. Gives us a new name. And a new love affair started. So maybe a question could be, Are you as in touch with your inner beauty as you would like to be? And if you are, how would you describe your inner beauty? Or would you want to even attempt to describe your inner beauty? I know there have been times if someone asked me that to look inside and see my inner beauty. I would have said, when I look inside, I don't see inner beauty. I'm seeing my depression is much more closer to my awareness or my sadness or my frustration or my heartache, the weight of this world. So I don't want to look inside. So what would enable me to look inside if I wanted to do that? It was interesting. Dulcinea was not receptive to Don Quixote at the beginning. There was too much pain and suffering there. She wasn't able to receive his loving that was pouring forth from his heart and his purity. And so often that's the case with us, with our divine lover. We're in a place where we're not able to receive the love that's pouring forth to us all the time from this, our divine lover. But that one never tires. The love is eternal. The love never stops. And at the same time, there's no urgency. There's no pressure. It's there. It's like, whenever, beloved, you're ready, I'm here. And then the prayer may be from the beloved. Well, I would like to open to receive your love, but I don't know. Could you help me open up? And that prayer ushers forth from the heart. And it's heard. And our divine love starts working with us to open us, to bring us to a place where we can receive, where we can experience this great love. Some people say, well, if it can be done, if the divine one can do all, why doesn't this divine lover just do it now? And I think I would come back with the divine lover is doing it now. Usually it's not in the timing or the way I thought it was going to be done. But the divine lover has our highest good foremost. Therefore, that's done in a way that we get the maximum learning and growth and expansion. And sometimes for us to get the maximum learning, growth, and expansion from the lessons that are being brought forward is that it's going to take a little more time. And often the word is be patient. The work's being done. Just keep coming back to the table. If you fall down, just get up one more time, then you fell. Endure until the end. And anything that is incomplete at the time of your physical parting from this earth, I will complete it through the Christ. And you will come into all of your glory. I don't see a thread of any bad news in all of this. It's all good news. Not only for me individually, you individually, but for this entire world and everything that's going on. The spiritual promise has been issued to every person that every one of us will come into our spiritual inheritance in a time that's perfect and right and proper for each one of us according to our destiny. So we're all winners. And we'll realize one day that this world was just a stage where our freedom and our liberation was being played out in divine drama of divine love. And so be it.
Thank you, Dan, and we will hear from Christina.
Dan, I liked what you said about the relationship between divine and human. And it made me think about a chanting practice that I'm cultivating because I'm a sound healer. That's kind of how I roll. And so I looked up chants that are from the Indian tradition, the Hindu tradition, because it's an old one. They know how to chant. And there's one that's called, it simply says, "Let us bow to the divine." So I think that I will play this for you folks. And the idea is not even the meaning behind the words, which are Sanskrit, but rather the vibrational content of the sound, which is "let us bow to the divine and let us bow to the divine within and recognize it." And the idea is to not get hooked on that meaning, but rather to have that faith that it's there. And so when you when you sing Om Namo Narayanaya, you just hear the different vowels and the silence afterwards. Whoa, so if I don't fall off my ball. So I encourage everyone to just be present and see what this does for you. Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 Om Namo Narayana.
Thank you, Christina. So it's at this time that we go into our donation of love and light with the awareness that that's what we are and that we can choose at any time to share it. We do that by taking a breath together, placing our hands on our heart, simply breathing and being aware. We notice in this moment the intersection of being human and divine. And always grateful, we say thank you. And so it is. We will finish with a piece of music from Christina.